Oh yeah. Look who's sitting behind this homecoming Mezco Spider-Man. Yours truly, Talker Art. And this review won't come without a backstory. Don't think for a second that it won't. Toy Shiz hooked me up. He said, hey, that thing's out. I'm at work, so I can't jump on my phone right away because I'm at work. So I gotta sneak around the corner, get on the phone, get on the website, try to order one of these. Boom, sold out. Sold. And I'm thinking, sold out? Why is this even a Mezco exclusive? This is one of the coolest things Mezco has ever did. And you're going to make it a Mezco exclusive for the majority of the people that want this, can't get it? Man, for you guys out there, you action figure collectors, you Mezco collectors that weren't fortunate enough to get this, well, this channel gives me a voice. It's a very small voice. Well, not this voice, but this voice. And not a lot of people hear it, but some of you guys hear it. So hopefully this video will get back to Mezco. For I can speak for all of you guys, all of you fans that weren't fortunate enough to get this Mezco. Please, go suck a dick. That was a dick move to do something like this to where a very small amount of people could get it. You guys truly suck. And at the same time, you guys are kind of awesome because this thing rules. So the guys that were fortunate enough to get it, you're the lucky ones. I, however, couldn't get it. Went on the website. It was sold out. I was extremely pissed off about it. Went on some of these videos like I'm doing right now. Threw a shout out to you guys, which I'm doing right now, because not all action figure guys are dickheads. Not all of us are in this to make money. We didn't order 6 of these or 2 of these or whatever just where we could resell them and try to make a $50 profit and be a complete asshole and then screw over all other collectors. Not everybody is like that. It's not like the guys that are at Target and you're sitting there worried about it and you're like, oh man, dude, I know that they're going for the Marvel's Legends, and then they turn for the Pops and they grab the Pops like this, which I don't really care about Pops. And I'm thinking, dude, there's no way that this dude needs 20 of the same Pops. Obviously, he's selling, but you know what it is. You know how it goes. So luckily, one of you guys reached out to me, said you had an order. Actually, 2 of you guys reached out to me, said you had one, you didn't want it, or you happened to get 2 of them, said you would hook me up at regular price. I was like, wow, that's really awesome. So I reached back to you and I said, okay, cool, what do you want for it? Can I buy it off you? And he's like, what do you have to trade? So I traded him the blue Deadpool, which I had an extra one. I still got a few extra this and that. When I pick it up at shows where I can hook you guys up or trade them. I don't sell them for more than I paid for them because then I'd be one of those asshole scalping guys that we all hate. So that's how I came up on this thing. His name is weird on Instagram. I think it's like Bobo Fanatic. It's like Bobo with weird initials. I think it stands for Bobo Fanatic. I will screenshot it. I will put it on the back of the video for you can check him out. Please do. And thank you so much for hooking me up with this and not selling this thing on eBay. I don't even know what they're going for. I don't really know what that blue Deadpool is going for either, nor do I care. I'm just glad that I got it. And Mezco, once again, you guys truly suck. Let's check it out. Alright, let's get this party started. I got them all lined up on the board. That's who I'm going to compare it with. That's who I'm going to review it with. For you guys can go ahead and take a look at that. For I can save a step and try to take at least 1 minute off this video because I kind of feel like my videos are way too long. So they are all lined up. You can see this one's about 5.5 inches tall. For some odd reason, this one's slightly taller, just slightly taller. And then this is a Mezco, and it's still slightly taller than that one, but it's shorter than this one, the regular Spider-Man. This isn't like the movie Spider-Man. This is like the comic book Spider-Man, because I don't have the movie Spider-Man yet because it hasn't came out yet. So that's why I don't have it, because I do have it on pre-order, and I'm actually looking forward to that. So I'm thinking that if you look at these two side by side, this one's definitely a little shorter. I don't know how much of the body is new. It definitely seems like he's got a skinnier chest, maybe just a torso, maybe it's the legs, maybe it's the whole thing, but it's definitely something. Maybe his neck is just shorter. I can't really tell because they got these costumes on him. You fold that down. I'm going to set them side by side, and you can clearly see that one is shorter than the other. So I actually, for once, really like the scale. Like, I think that they nailed it. Like, I mean, I figured it would just be this one redone. It's not. I absolutely love it. I'll go ahead and put them both up here for a side-by-side comparison. I actually like this Spider-Man a lot. I like Spider-Man, so one. And I think they did a pretty good job. And I've already reviewed that, so we'll get that thing out of the way. We'll jump right into him, take a look at him. His little hood deal does come off and on, which I absolutely love. They killed it on that, did a great job. This little drawstring, you got to be really careful with it. It actually works. Let me try to tighten this up. God, could you imagine if I pulled that thing through on camera? That would just not be good. So you can pull it, tighten up the hood. Really cool feature. Definitely digging that. Oh, man, could you imagine if they did something like this for that Miles Morales cartoon with that little fit that he wore? That would... God, that would be rock solid. I would love it if they did that, which they probably won't. He comes with fisted hands, which I'm not going to use, but they are really done really well. It comes with the little web shooters inside of his palm. He has that little trigger for the web shooter. On this hand is exactly the same thing. This figure, to me, Mezco, they actually hit a home run with this one. This thing, he is a perfect action figure. I like the scale. I like everything about it. The Mezco fabric, on some figures it doesn't work, and then some action figures look like a $20 action figure looks better than an $80 action figure. We'll go ahead and put a $20 action figure side by side, which Marvel Legends actually did a really good job on this figure. I think that this is a great toy. Like, I love this thing to death, but next to the Mezco one, it just doesn't add up. Granted, this is $20, this is $80, so this thing better be way better than this. God, it sucks giving this thing such a good review, because so many of you guys were unfortunate and didn't get it. I wish that I don't. It would be cool if this thing did suck and I could just beat it up, and then you guys would be sitting at home thinking, you know what, that figure sucks anyways. I'm glad I didn't get it. Well, that's not the case, guys, and I'm really, truly sorry about that, because this thing is absolutely amazing. I personally think it's one of the best Mezcos ever made, just because the translation between the soft goods and this style of action figure really works. And if you look at the feet on this thing, the comic book one has like giant monster feet, and then the movie Homecoming one has like these little feet with a little tread on there. I like it. It actually kind of looks like a teenager in here in a homemade costume. They really hit it out of the park. And then he comes with this interchangeable head. I'll go ahead and put that head on there, which I normally don't do, but I mean, oh God, I'm always scared doing that on camera just because of all the stuff that's happened to me in the past. Trying over. I think it's on there. It did. I was waiting for a pop or so. God, they killed it. And then you have the Marvel Legends movie one, and I think Marvel Legends absolutely killed it with this thing. Like, I think the likeness, I mean, this is $20. I think they killed it for a $20 action figure. They did a really good job. I'm really happy with this figure. And then if you look at the heads side by side, Mezco, to me, God, they killed it. I love the hair. I love everything about it. The only thing that I don't love about it is that I almost wish that I had two of these, because I definitely want to display them like this. Let me just get one more look at the two side by side. God, they both did a good job, but this Mezco, man, to put this head back in the drawer is going to really suck. Maybe I don't know if maybe I'll put this on the regular Spider-Man that's coming out, but then I'm sure they won't give you like a mask that you can hold in his head, or a hood, a mask that will fold down. That would be really cool. The only thing that they could have probably improved in this, if they would have did little drawstrings like Marvel Legend did on the pants, like see on the sweatpants. This thing is just like a jumper. Oh, I just rubbed his cock right in front of you, and that was totally intentional. At least that's the story I'm going to stick with. If you pull this up, it's like a jumper. It goes all the way up. I think that's really cool. I'm sure there will be at least one reviewer out there that will take this thing off And if I had to do a prediction, I'd say he's going to be a black guy. I'm just saying, one guy goes an extra mile for you guys all the time when he does stuff like that. I don't see the point in taking that off. This figure was really hard to get. I'd hate to rip that thing getting it off, and that would really suck. As far as interchangeable hands go, I'm not going to use these. I'm actually going to attempt to put one of these hands on for you in camera. I think I'll do the open hand. That's something I don't normally do on a Spider-Man. All right, that went on better than expected. I just wanted to be able to show you that. Now, as far as accessories go, this is where the figure really lacks. Maybe he isn't a perfect action figure because they give you all the same crap that you got with other Spider-Mans in the past, except for this time you get less of it. You get this one with the open web. That one actually might be new. Now that maybe it is, this one might be new. I'm not sure. He has some that are very similar to that. And then you have this one, which you got this one before. This is no big deal. And then you have the big wire thing, which I actually think the wire thing is really cool. So I'm glad that it came with that. It would have been nice if they would have included something different. I'll go ahead and show you the rest of the hands. Here's the other open hand. And then, of course, he gets the Spider-Man web shooting hands. And then the web shooter thing works the same as it does on all the Spider-Mans. Yeah, I know, go figure. So you pull the hand off. You put this thing over the pin, and then you put the hand back on over that hole. I'm sure you've seen that happen 1,000 times because this is the fourth Spider-Man, Mezco Spider-Man figure that I got. I got the black suit, the Miles one, the regular one, and now this one. So 4 of them. So I showed you how this works 4 times. So I'm sure you got it figured out, and you've probably seen like 20 other reviewers do the same thing. As far as articulation goes, I think that this could possibly be a new body. I did play with it for a little while to see if it does anything amazing. It doesn't. It just seems like a regular Mezco, which I think their articulation is amazing. I love how they do it. The ankle pivot, it's Spider-Man. It still sucks. You get like almost nothing out of it. Like you call that an ankle pivot? So for Spider-Man. And then it barely moves up and down. Like, so this Spider-Man, he's the one figure that ankle pivot matters to me. Like, he's like the only figure because you could like put him in some weird crouching pose. He's Spider-Man, but the ankle pivot still sucks on here. I think he's great. Gotta, he was $80. I'd like to say pick him up, but you can't because Mezco sucks. So, man, I really don't know what to tell you. I wish I had a cool, like, maybe I'll put him with, like, the Vulture or something. I'll put him with somebody cool, throw him up on the display. I literally just showed you the display, like, 2 days ago, and I'm going to show it to you again. So, I don't know. Maybe this is the time you guys check out of the video. I'll see if I can't throw a picture up, and let's do the Mezco. All right, so here we are back at the Mezco Marvel collection, and it's crazy because we were just here a couple days ago checking out that Thor action figure. Here is the Homecoming suit Spider-Man. This is how I have him displayed. I went ahead and pulled out the Build-A-Wing, which was really gay. Build-A-Wing, not a Build-A-Figure Vulture, but I do love that action figure. That thing was amazing. That would have made it on my top list if it wasn't a Build-A-Wing. If that was a Build-A-Figure, it definitely would have been on there because that action figure is absolutely amazing. And then you have the new addition to the shelf, the Homecoming Spider-Man, the homemade suit. God, they killed it. I forgot to mention that he comes with that really gay magnet clamp thing, which I've used in the past. I just don't think it's that great because I actually think that those shoes should come with like magnets in their hands and their feet. Working our way around the shelf, I'll try to be pretty quick because if you watch my channels, you just saw this like 2 days ago and you're probably getting tired of seeing it. So I'll just make it really quick because it's just kind of part of the deal. Come around, we come back to the Wolverines, and then we have the Thor. Is the one that I just did with the Marvel Select Hulk. Man, that Marvel Select Hulk is good. Coming over here to the Iron Mans. Still kind of looking forward to that blue Iron Man. Don't know why. Maybe because I'm a sucker and I hate my money. And then back around to the Spider-Mans. The Miles Morales Spider-Man right over there. Thanks for watching.